आप सभी का स्वागत है पहाड़ी ट्यूटर चैनल में। मैं हूं अक्षत बिस्ट। जैसे कि आपको पता है, हमने यहां एक कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के लिए प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट की है। जैसे कि आपको पता है, हमने पॉलिटी सब्जेक्ट से स्टार्ट किया था। हमने इससे पहले 5 वीडियोस कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं, जिसमें हमने वेरियस पार्ट्स, वेरियस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडीज़ और शेड्यूल्स के बारे में पढ़ा। और आज हमारी है 6th क्लास, जिसमें हम पढ़ने वाले हैं पार्ट 4 के बारे में। पार्ट 4 बेसिकली आपको बताता है DPSPs के बारे में, डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसीज। बेसिकली डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल ऑफ स्टेट पॉलिसीज denotes that what should duties done by government to be a good government. Okay, basically. So DPSPs are from Article 36 to Article 51. Okay. Now we're gonna learn about Article 36. Article 36 talks about definition of state. So definition of state means what comes in state. Okay, all the government authorities and public authorities and individual comes under state. Okay, remember this. Now Article 37. Article 37 state that those DPSPs are not justiciable. You cannot go to the court for the in matter related to DPSPs. Okay, those are non-justiciable. Now moving forward to our Article 38. Article 38 state that directs the state to promote social, political and economical justice. Okay, it states that state government should promote social, economic and political justice. Okay, wait a second. Now moving to our another article, that is Article 38, Article 39. Article 39 basically talks about equal payment for equal work. It means a man and woman doing same work gets equal payment. We cannot be biased during the payment of their work. Okay. Now moving to Article 14. Article 14 states that state government should organize a village panchayat for the betterment of society. Okay, and this is Gandhian principle. Okay, village panchayat, related to village panchayat. And Article 41 states that right to work. None of state government can stop you to work. It's on you. If you want to work, you can. If you don't, you don't do that. But state government don't have any right to stop you or revoke you to do a job. Okay. Now moving to our article number 41, article number 42, which tells about maternity. Maternity means if some woman is pregnant, then and she is working in government authority, and she will get few months leave while she deliver a baby. Okay, government cannot stop her leave of maternity basically. And now moving to Article 43. Article 43 promotes cottage industry. State government have to promote cottage industry. Okay. Now Article number 44. Article number 44 state that uniform civil code. Uniform civil code means all the religions are equal, all the individuals are equal. We cannot discriminate between them. Everybody have their equal and everybody have equal rights and equal opportunities. Okay. Now moving to our article number 45, which tells early childhood care and education. It means state government should have take actions on early childhood and early childhood care and education. You listen that government run the Anganwadis in midday meals and various camps related to childhood and Tika Karan. They give many vaccines to childhood without at very low cost. Okay, simply this article state that. Now moving to article 46. Article 46 promote education and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and weaker section. State government should take initiative towards weaker sections who don't able to do their own medical care or own education. State government should have to do something for them. Okay. Now moving to article 46. Article 47 state that duty of state to rise the level of nutrition and standard of the living and improve public health. It basically defines that state government should take action on public health and public nutrition. Okay. Now moving to our article number 48. Article number 48 tells you about the protection of and improvement of environment. Government should take strict action toward the environment. Okay. Now moving to our article number 14. Article number 49 state that protect all monuments. Okay, you have to protect, state government have to protect all the monuments. And article in exams he will confuse you with this word monuments. He write there you have to protect in DPSPs there is a talk about protect all heritage. Then your answer is no, it talks about monuments. Okay, not heritage. Remember this. Okay. Now article number 50, which talk about the separation of judiciary from executive, so that there is an equal balance between executive and judiciary. Okay. Now moving towards article number 51. Article number 51, international peace and security. State government should have to take the action towards the international peace and security. Okay. Now moving to other next slide. Now our next part of constitution, which is part 4. Part 4 talks about fundamental duties. Now I am telling you that मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि कैसे ये फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में एट द टाइम ऑफ 1975 emergency, Union government thought that we need a constitutional amendment in which we have to put some restrictions and duties towards the duties of citizens, so that our constitution becomes strong and our country become more prominent. Okay. Then at that time in 1976 there is a committee which is called Swan Singh committee, and task of that committee is to make our constitution strong and how to make our constitution more prominent, and how to suggest the jobs, how to tell that civilians that what is your job, what is your duty toward nation. Then they make fundamental duties. Okay, by 42nd amendment, they enacted fundamental duties in our part 4th in subpart of A, in part 4 subpart A. Okay, part 4A. Now let's get knowledge about fundamental duties. Fundamental duties, article number 51A. First, abide by the constitution and respect national flag and national anthem. Okay, national, and in exams he always confuse you on this word, national anthem. He gives you national song, but at that time you know that we have to respect national flag and national anthem. There is no mention of national song. Okay. Second, cherish and follow noble ideals. It means you have to you cannot denounce the for example, you cannot denounce the ideologies of freedom fighters. You cannot criticize them. You cannot do anything about you cannot talk about our freedom fighter. They are who take the part in our freedom struggle. Don't denounce them. Don't criticize them. Basically, it means that. Now, third, uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Okay. Now, fourth, defend the country and render national service when called upon. It means whenever there is a situation of emergency, government call you for any government can you for national service. It is compulsory to you all. And in exams, it always confuse you by this national service. They give you army, render to army. No, here is what is here written, render to national service. Okay, remember this. Now to article number now fifth part tells about promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood. You have to shanti barto sabke prati. It means that. Now to sixth, value and preserve the rich heritage of India. Okay. Now seventh, protect and improve the natural environment. Now eighth, develop scientific temper. You don't have to get angered by anger in the public. Don't make any nuisance in public. Okay. Now ninth, safeguard public property and abjure violence. Abjure violence means lessen the violence. Okay. Now part number 10, strive towards excellence. समृद्धि की तरफ जाइए, अपने कंट्री की समृद्धि बढ़ाइए. Now 11th, provide opportunity for education to one's child between 6 and 14. You have to ensure that a child between 6 to 14 getting proper knowledge and all. Okay, this is our fundamental duties. Now moving to our part 11 of our constitution, which talks about legislative relation. Legislative relation means matter related to the state government, union and both. Basically it comes under article 246, which talks about state matters, union matters and congruent list. Okay, state list, union list and congruent list, there are 52 subjects. In union there are 61 and in state there are 100 subjects. Okay, remember this. And some subjects are written here. Roadways matter related matters are always related to state. Drinking water, police, all the matters related to states. And what affairs or matters related to unions are foreign affair, postal service, banking, communication, currency, atomic energy. Okay, and what comes in concurrent list? Concurrent list means where in sector where both union and state will interfere. Okay, for example, criminal proceeding, educations, marriage, newspaper, and electricity. Okay, these are the legislative relation which comes under part 11. Remember this. In exams he always asks you about this. In legislative relations comes under which part? Then you have answer part number 11. शुरू करते हैं अपने 5th शेड्यूल से. जैसे कि मैंने आपको मैंने आपको सारे शेड्यूल्स लिखवाए थे तो मैंने आपको बताया था उसमें से एक शेड्यूल था शेड्यूल 5th. शेड्यूल 5th आपको बताता है शेड्यूल टाइप और शेड्यूल एरियाज के बारे में. बेसिकली शेड्यूल 5th हमने कुछ प्रिविलेज्ड एरिया को, प्रिविलेज्ड पॉपुलेशन को देखते हुए बनाया है, जहाँ का लैंड मास, लैंड फॉर्म, पीपल्स, माइनॉरिटीज़ हैं और विच नीडेड टू बी प्रोटेक्टेड. सो उसके लिए हमने शेड्यूल 5th बनाया है. बेसिकली इसके अंडर 10 स्टेट आते हैं: झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना, उत्तर प्रदेश, आंध्र प्रदेश, मध्य प्रदेश और हिमाचल प्रदेश. ठीक है, ये 10 स्टेट आपके शेड्यूल 5th के अंडर आते हैं. बेसिकली इसमें हमने इन एरियाज को कुछ स्पेशल राइट्स दिए हैं, जिसमें लैंड फॉर्म से रिलेटेड, कल्चर से रिलेटेड. बस आपको बस इतना ध्यान रखना है इसमें कि इसमें 10 स्टेट्स आते हैं और कुछ इन 10 स्टेट्स को याद कर लेना: झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना, उत्तर प्रदेश, उड़ीसा and Madhya Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, just remember these. Now moving forward to our 6th schedule. Basically 6th schedule talks about autonomous district council. Now autonomous district council are those council which are guided by a governor, and all the executive works are done by governor. Basically in this autonomous district council we include 4 states: Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya and Mizoram. Because looking at the tribal community there, they have numbers of tribal community. To protect them we need a special schedule, and that schedule is called 6th schedule, which talks about autonomous district council. In this we made total 10 councils: 3 in Assam, 3 in Assam, 1 in Tripura, 3 in Meghalaya and 3 in Mizoram. All the executive works under governor. Okay, now moving to our other slide, which talks about part 4 of Indian Constitution. That's talk about panchayat. It is one of the most salient feature of our constitution, panchayat, and we enacted this part in our constitution by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Remember this, 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. In this there are various articles. First one, Article 243A, which talks about formation of Gram Sabhas. Gram Sabha, it means state have to make Gram Sabhas so that a land form of peoples don't left out from the development, for their development basically. And Article 243D talks about 1/3 reservation for women in election. Okay, ठीक है. This is one of the most important article. Article number 243 talks about 1/3 reservation for women. It means 33%. Okay. Now Article 243K, it talks about election in panchayats. Who will conduct the panchayat elections? I already taught you this. Who, when I am teaching you about part part 15 election, then I taught you that about who will conduct the panchayat and municipalities election. That is State Election Commission. Okay, who will conduct? State Election Commission. Commission will conduct the panchayat and municipalities elections. Now moving to our Article 243, which talks about Finance Commission. Finance Commission means distribution of money between the panchayat. Okay, and taxes also. Now moving to our second part, which is part 9A. 9A talks about municipality. Which is also comes in Schedule 12, and Panchayat comes in Schedule 11. Okay. Now we also enacted Part 9A in our Constitution by Amendment 74, which also helps we makes in our districts their municipalities, so that in lower level no one gets left out from the development, and it is easy to develop the state in more prominent way. Okay, in this Article 243T, remember this Article 243 talks about 1/3 reservation of seat for women in elections. Okay, remember this. Now Article 243ZA talks about election. Who will conduct election? As State Election Commission will conduct the election of municipalities. Okay. Now Article 243Y, it talks about the finance. It means distribution of money between them, municipalities. And Article 243W, which talks about power, authority and responsibility of who will state about municipalities. Okay. Now moving to our other slide, which is on Part 21. Part 21 talks about some state we have given a privileged and special right or special provision. Now moving to the Article 371, which talks about Maharashtra and Gujarat. We put these states and these articles in Part 21 because these states need some special provision to protect their landforms and as well as their religion. That's why we make these articles. Article 271 talks about Maharashtra and Gujarat. Article 371A talks about Nagaland. Article 371B talks about Assam. Article 371C talks about Manipur. Article 371D, I didn't write it there, but I'm telling you that Article 371D talks about Andhra Pradesh. Article 371F talks about Sikkim. Article 371I talks about Goa. Article 371G talks about Mizoram. Article 371J talks about Karnataka, and Article 371H talks about Arunachal Pradesh. Please remember these articles. These are very important articles. frequently asked in questions, frequently asked in exams, and let me discuss about article, one of the most important of these, article 371F, 7 Sikkim. We administrate this state in our union by 36th amendment, as I taught you earlier. Frequently asked in exams, by which amendment we established or administrate a state Sikkim in our union, that is 36th amendment. Okay, on which year? 1976. Please remember this, one of the most important year of our constitution. And some extra fact, which is called mini constitution. Which amendment is called mini constitution? That is 42nd amendment, because by 42nd amendments there are various changes in our constitution. That's why we called it mini constitution. Okay, 46th amendment. Remember this, 46th amendment. I am reading the exam. I'm just solving the previous year question of IB, and I see there it repeat 2 times, which is called mini constitution. Which amendment is called mini constitution? And here is your answer, 42nd amendment. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.